And now that we're done with the first dish, we'll start on the second one. The sweet heat meatballs. I need to patent that. But, I mean, again, it's just simple. Basically just like an appetizer or an entree. And it's just old ground chuck. Nothing too special. The specialty is in all of the spices and everything that you put inside of it. There we go. Yeah, that's more better. But yeah, I'll get this right here unpackaged, and I'll show you how I do my little mix or whatever, and we'll go from there. Got a chuck right there. Those are looking dang good. It tastes real good. We'll get out my special ingredient. This right here, my little special concoction. Thank you again, Jet, for supplying basically this whole entire bottom space with everything that you had. It dang sure comes in handy. But, like I said, I'll give you the ingredients to what I use. The quantity can be vastly different. Because basically it's all according to whenever you just say, well, I need to stop. But this is the basis of my sweet heat meatballs. Or anything, basically all my rubs. All my rubs and all my seasoning. Brown sugar. Brown sugar, and then a whole lot of this stuff. We'll get to it. The lovely thing about this right here is that I never really run out. I always add to it and everything because it don't take a lot. You know, it's your discretion, however much you want to put in there, however much you want to sprinkle on the meat. But, like I said, I will give you the basic ingredients that I use. And it's basically just a concoction of other spices that people have done put together. But I always use brown sugar as a base. One thing about brown sugar is that even though it really doesn't seem like it, it holds a little bit of moisture. So you gotta just chop it up, get them chunks out and everything, and make them to, like, you know, as fine as you can to mix in real good. See that big old chunk right there? It's probably because I'm running low, because I'm about out. But, you know, you've seen that I keep it in another container to try and keep all the moisture away from it, but it, you know, it automatically comes with a little bit of moisture in it. Anywho, we're just gonna keep busting that right there up. We're gonna shake it a bit and do a little taste test. If we gotta add more, add more. And I'll show you what I add in just a second. These are basically the ingredients. Like I said, they're mixtures of other mixtures. It's all about, you know, what feels good to you, what tastes good to you. Again, how I do sweet heat meatballs? Well, there's the heat. A little bit of cayenne pepper. And sometimes, depending on what type of mood I'm in, I'll do 1 or 2 dashes of chili powder. And trust me, that's all you need is 1 or 2 dashes of chili powder. Now you might be asking, Will, why come you got chicken right there? Why come you got stuff to put on chicken right there? Well, I tell you why, is because every time that I do a rub or anything like that, I do it to where you can put it on anything. And I mean anything. You can put this on ribs, hamburger, steak, chicken, fish. It don't matter. It's delicious. It's delicious. And now, like I said, just a taste test. Bam. They could really use a little bit more. A little bit more of something. It has a good flavor. It has a real good flavor. I don't know. Again, you got to do some inspecting in there now because I ain't mixed it up that good. But dang, it's pretty good flavor right there. Might end up keeping it right there. Well, I'm hoping that this is going to be a seamless transition between the two qualities of video. But basically, I did this right here, so you can see how I put the flavor in the meat. Because most people just put it all, you know, put this right here on that. No, I put the flavor in the meat. What I mean by that, basically you just get, you know, a little handful of it right there. And again, this is the whole point of the pan, is because I like to save whatever, you know, comes out. And again, just like traditional hamburgers, you don't want to mash it so hard. Now you want to make a good sized ball, but you don't want to like crush it, because if you crush it, I don't know, it's like you make it tough. You don't want to make it tough. You still want it tender, even though it's going to be in sauce and everything, you know, and marinating in sauce, but still, you want it just enough to where it'll hold together, but, you know, not too loose where it fall apart. If that makes sense, you know. What's the song? Hold me loosely, but don't let go. You know, it's like a oxymoron, right? But basically, that's all I'm doing. And that way, whenever you know, mend it and everything right there, it's not just being on the outside of it. It's going to be on the inside of it. That way, with every single bite, you got that flavor inside of the meat. And that's one thing that's kind of difficult, unless you marinate it beforehand. You know, it's difficult to get the flavor to soak in. I'm not the biggest fan of a large meatball, but, you know, I'm not trying to spend 30 minutes doing this either. But as I said before, with these and the pigs in a blanket, which I have yet to come up with a name for, they can be appetizers, entrees, a light snack. I fell in love with these right here, or these type of little foods or whatever, little finger foods from my mom. I would have done recorded this before, but the GoPro was off earlier and it didn't record. But I learned how to do these and everything from her, because she would always make them around the holiday season, you know, Thanksgiving, Christmas, stuff like that here, and family get-togethers. And I would just eat these right here all day. Like, she'd make my own, or our own little pot, our own little section and everything, just for us, for us to keep at the house. This little backstory about where it comes from. And again, just like whenever we was doing the seasoning and stuff, and, you know, making it, it's all according to you. It's all according to what you want to do, how much stuff you want to put inside of it and everything like that. If there's a quote, if you look at everything as art, you're not, if you look at your work or anything that you do as art, you're not a worker anymore, you're an artist. You can find art in anything. So it took time for someone to design everything in the world that we use. Everything is art. You can find art within it and everything. It's weird to think about it, but you can. Art is nothing but the perception of what satisfies someone's eye and makes someone feel something. That's the definition of art. If you're a tradesman, anything like that, if you work with your hands, no matter what medium that you use, pencil to paper, meat to skillet, you know, clay, marble, cars. I look at my cars as art. That's my form of art. Mechanical art. I know I'm rambling on and everything, just trying to put y'all in my mindset, which is difficult because my mind is usually there's some of everywhere. But again, just a tidbit of a backstory and the way I think and view the world. So I'm gonna keep on mending these, and then we'll put them in the skillet, get them all good, and then start making our sauce. Transition back. Well, now that I got them they're all made up and everything, time to put it in the pan. And again, I mean, if you done made a hamburger and stuff, I mean, it's pretty simple. Just keep them rotating, try not to burn the bottom of them, stuff like that right there. And we'll go from there. Now again, I'll give y'all the ingredients, but I ain't about to tell you the amount. That's all according to you. But the special ingredient is my alcohol of choice, Serrano. Basically, I just put a shot of it in it. Just one shot. Nothing too crazy. That's for the sauce. And this shot of sauce is for me. Because in the great words of that cat that be doing all them dang crab boils and crawfish boils, as we wait, we need to hydrate. Look at that sauce. So, while we wait, I'm gonna hydrate. That's good. Here we go. We just drop them guys in there. And then basically just let them marinate. Get it off of there. Yeah, man.